Hello. Ooh, I was about to be like, ooh, ooh. Also, I just realized I clicked start, then I was like, hello, and then I was like, oh no, the mic's not on, and then it is. So yeah, here's the first thing. Also, it says, why are you serious? Because I think it'll be backwards. Because I have this deliberately flipped. So if I, because I have the camera, where's the camera? Where's the camera? I have it deliberately flipped, but I'm not going to flip it back the other way around. Why so serious is one of these hats I like really cool. Also, it's like fully metal. It's one of the coolest things. I don't know why. It's just for like having something cool and having like this cap, this metal, and I like why so serious as a metal thing. Yeah, it's really cool. That's really I just like this hat. Again, I'm just making these because I've got a couple of things that I want to introduce. And yeah, when I come back, I'll bring it up later. But yeah, this is cool. So yeah, when I come back, I'm not really gonna do them because I did them because one, I have stuff for Christmas that I want to talk about. That I had so many things backed up. I don't want to make a new video just for thoughts. And there's been a couple of sounds. The same thing when I get back. There might be on those days. I'm just gonna make. I might if I don't have an announcement, I won't. But also, I watched Link Click, which ends so sad. If you watch Link Click, it's you would see why. But like, what the? Because it was a character, and what they did was like so top. Okay, just. I don't know why did I just plug them back in. That was very stupid. Okay, this is okay. So then let's go down. Also, I'm switching between like seasons or like Alien 2, like Aliens, and then my TV series. But I might put in a couple episodes. I was like, oh, by the way, this comes out or this comes out. So I've got Alien, Skeleton Troop because the finale just finished. And I was like, oh, I might as well finish it. Link, Click season 1, and then Aliens. Because I'm gonna be switching between those, so I can watch a bit of like, if I have stuff to read, a bit of Disney, a bit of this, a bit of that. And then with this, with Play Game, I'm just going to put 0. Because I just realized I don't need to worry because we're going to put starting testing as today's one. And now I'm just going to let's play. I'm just going to try schedule because I just want to set. Oh.
But Brooklyn Blade rejoins the madness.
Oh, thank you. Hi. I'm just making some content for my TikTok account. Some short one making. Yeah, thank you for following me. I'm just making some stuff. Okay, start. Test. Hashtag. Yeah. Playing Cuphead. I also do the occasional buckshot roulette, Balatro, and what's the other one? Ultimate Custom Night. Okay. So yeah, those are the games I play. Do you play any games? What games do you play? Again, I just made this because I like talking to people while I do my work because it's fun. Yeah. I do know. I also know the joke, which I love. It's one of my favorite jokes, being like, I don't know if you've heard about it. But I don't really play COD, which if anyone who doesn't know, if anyone else is watching this, if anyone doesn't know, I always like saying this because sometimes an idiot just to make sure. COD is, if I'm correct, Call of Duty, which I find it really weird. And I also love the joke that they have, being like, I don't know who started the joke, but it's the joke of like, my boyfriend is going to play COD. What does this fish have and I don't? And it's like they think COD is COD, which I don't blame anyone for mistaking because that's like really interesting to think about. But it's the same way that like I don't play a lot of FNAF, but I'm a person who watches Game Theory, and like every time I'm like most of the time being like, yeah, have you heard of FNAF? And he's like, what? It's like that's not a word. No, I know Call of Duty is good. There's a difference. It's like it's not because I haven't had it's not like I think it's bad. It's a good game with a good idea. It's just I haven't had the opportunity to play it in a way. So I haven't had that come up. Like I don't mind, but most of the time I used to go on Wii, which doesn't have Call of Duty obviously because they're more like family friendly. And then oh, that's interesting. But again, I've told a couple of people who have asked me about like, oh, by the way, I can do some art for you. I don't currently have an employment at the moment, and because I don't want to take advantage of anyone, you're happy to like give me examples like, oh, like this is what I could do for you as possibilities, and like that would be good, but I'm not gonna like be like think about doing anything. Yeah, I don't mind. Trust me. Yeah. Just getting my Discord up if you want me to use it. Or you can email me. Whatever's easy. I prefer emails, to be honest. I don't have Instagram, but that's because I'm not as knowledgeable on it. I can learn. I think I should learn Instagram because I think TikTok's going. So I feel like if there's a time and place that I need to learn how to use something, I feel like Instagram. Here's a question. Like I want to. Okay. Can I also ask you a question? How friendly is Instagram to use? Would you say like Instagram's easy to use? Because that's why I don't use it, because like I look at it and it looks a bit complicated. Would you say it's easy? I'm just adding you right now. Just confirming because sometimes I mispronounce some things. Like I forgot the N. I actually did forget the N. Jesus. Huh. Brooklyn. Yeah, it says I've already friends with you. Let me just double check my friends thing. Ah, yeah, I've seen it. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're this one, right? This is your work. Looks really cool. Yeah. Just to confirm, yes, no, this is yours, right? This is your work? So yeah, again, I've just got a lot of stuff working at the moment, so I just need. Also, most likely, I'm focusing on going to the cousins and on. Again, I would love to eventually maybe get some artwork. Definitely, like maybe get some like logos. Maybe I don't know. Definitely for TikTok, but that might be a possibility of like that not happening because of what's happening with TikTok. Okay. Yeah, wait. Oh wait, I didn't put L2 as a hashtag. But you know YouTube. Just to confirm, do you know YouTube, right? And do you know if you look at a YouTube account, it has that little circle thing at the top, right? Do you know YouTube? Just to confirm before I continue, I just want to confirm. I know it's probably like everyone's used YouTube. Everyone in the world, I think, has used YouTube at this point. I think. I feel like I don't know which was the most used social media, but my bet would be like it would be sort of YouTube. I'm just gonna wait before I like ask anything. Because if you've seen the small circle that you get for like the logo, I was thinking of maybe I should get one of those, but like I've got really one for my YouTube that someone made of me, like a drawing, which is really cool. And I kind of would want that for like my TikTok, which also has a circular thing, just really a better like logo. I don't know, profile. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't because I feel like I just realized TikTok is about to die. But I might as well update the one for my YouTube as well. I think my YouTube one's good. It is really good. Someone made it for me like I think like 1 year ago. It's really amazing. So yeah. So if you understand like small logos, small like profile pics, I might get that. But again, this is all like in the future because again, I currently don't have money, and I don't want to like rip people off or take advantage of people. I was like, oh yes, I'm this YouTuber who will take advantage of you because, yeah, I feel like people should be paid what they are rightfully owed. And because of that, I'm not in that moment at the moment. Maybe I might need to charge this a bit. How long is my other one? 21. Which is not great. That one either. But if that's the case, if it's like small, I might charge it in between. I might get my charger in between the first recording and the second. 16 also isn't great, but again, I can get my charger in between the two, and that would actually be useful because then I can sort of have this download the big video. I love the one thing which is funny that like one of the people's futuristic guns is a Steadicam, which is so interesting that they have that as an idea. That is like the gun's basically a Steadicam. Is a really interesting idea because it shows like, oh yeah, you can like have these simple things that look like other. You can have be like, oh yeah, because no one would think that's a Steadicam, but it is a Steadicam. It's a really big one that you have to hold with like two hands. That's like a Steadicam. It's a really fun idea. I don't know why they haven't like used that. Like they should have like put it like have like maybe it wouldn't look like a gun, but which is a fair. But I just like the idea. Okay, first I need to go to make this 50, and then I need to go to January the 16th on this side, and then on the other side in case my first choice I've already done. Ooh. There's a survivor. Oh, I've gone way too far back. I've gone to like April 2023. $16 not on here. On this day. Oh, there isn't anything January 16th. So I'll look at this one. And I'll look at test. So what is this one?
Hey, I don't want to alarm anybody, but
Okay. 17th. Because some days I didn't get any, so.
Did you know that penguins have been known?
Yeah, so I don't have any for the 16th, so it doesn't matter. Which is good. Test.
use me instead of your wife. And he said, that's great. And the plan was is that he would kind of move towards his wife and then kind of last minute move towards me. And then he didn't win, much to our disappointment. I said to we can still just do it. and he was game. But I love the fact that it was so deep in the background. So you kind of have to kind of look to see if it was actually. But Ryan Gosling was saying he was unaware of it. Here, stealing the thunder. It's Andrew Garfield and Ryan. Here, stealing the thunder.
Oh, that's so funny. Best thing to ever come out of the Oscars. I remember reacting to that. And again, I don't do reacts anymore because reacts are just basically on the same. Reacts could be dead. Wouldn't that be funny? Just no more reacts. Will I ever make a compilation of everything? No. One, because I think it would be way over 2 hours, and two, I'm not gonna go back react copy, save, just for like one long stupid video that no one will watch. So why did I just put it on that? It shouldn't be on React, it should be on this day. It is a React, which means it'll be on YouTube as on React. But it should be automatically on TikTok on this day. Okay, so I want to stay reacting. Okay, paste. Yeah, that's a slight problem. Explain yourself? Okay, so basically... These people are incompetent. Because if someone says, don't shoot... Also, I'd like to point out, one, it is... If someone says, don't shoot, I would be like, and why? Because I don't think it's very far off to be like, by the way, if you shoot something, we're going to blow up like a Christmas tree. You are underneath a nuclear reactor, and your things could set it off. I feel like if I'm trying to like be like, yeah, why can't I use my gun? And someone's like, by the way, you could set off a nuclear bomb. I'm like, okay, bullets away. I'm like, yeah, fair. I am not going to use that because that is stupid. Oh, okay. Damn. Oh, that just looks disgusting. You're fair. I'm not gonna have a kissy behind. U.S. government. Oh, I find that funny. Alright, you have some memories. I don't know the rest of the song. I love it. I love it. It's so good. Yeah, I've got that one. Use that. That one. Dan did it. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Okay, so first get rid of this. Oh no, I've lost something. So yeah, actually I'm gonna redo it because I want to be more weird. Well, it's hard for me to say, and this is a very joking one, and if you don't get Haven't Seen the series, you're not gonna get it. Well, I'm losing something. Again, too long. Let's talk about balls, cats, and weird... Wait, no, that's not it. Wait. Let's talk about a show with aliens and ghosts. And somehow the weirdest thing about this is Golden Balls. Yeah, this is a weird series. Completely weird in the best way. Weird in a fun way. Weird in a... I think this is amazing. Because this is the only series... Because you get sci-fi series. You get fantasy series with like, here's aliens. Here's robots. You have the Doctor Who's of the world with all their sci-fis and all this technology and science explains everything. You get aliens. That's horror. Again, sci-fi, you get sci-fi horror. You get science fiction this. You get alien shows. All of which are having... Also, you have some shows that have things look like magic but are just really futuristic technology. But this is... And then you also, on the other side, because I want to do this as well, have magic shows. You have fantasy shows. You have shows where technology doesn't exist and people basically teleport around the world and have amazing this and amazing that. And all of that exists in one space. And I also love that as well. Overall, I think all of it is amazing. But the one thing that I think that I like about it is simple. Is overall, one thing that I think I really like is that you have it together. And you're getting a bit of that with the new Doctor Who. But besides that, you don't have a lot of series that has... You have, like, yokai spirits. Because you don't have, like, basic fantasy. Whereas, like, somewhat fantasy. Where you have, like, somewhat ghost. Or, like, the occasional spell exists. Or you have this one thing. And you don't have aliens as in, by the way, aliens might exist. Or you have alien technology. Or... It's like, it's humans, but basically we're on a different planet, and we're doing that. We don't have alien adjacent. We have yokai, which I don't know much about, actually. I know yokai supposedly is an actual thing, but not actual, like, oh, I don't believe yokai ever exist. But there are, like, stories about actual yokais in our world that supposedly exist. I don't know too much about yokai. Or if I'm mispronouncing it, sorry if I am. But they are sort of like, sort of a thing that sort of like yokai have this sort of like, have spirits. They're like big news. And like fully, I think a lot of shows have talked about it. So they're like really big and really a lot is in there. And that has a lot. Like yokai have this sort of like, they are spiritual. They are supernatural. They are like that sort of thing. They have that sort of presence to them. And with aliens, you straight up have beings being like, yep, I'm aliens. And they also have a thing where they talk about like, oh yeah, the reason why we have cows so much, because cow's milk is the same thing as their blood, which is hilarious. Also, if that actually happens, if aliens exist, I would fully be like, if I know aliens exist and cow's milk is their blood, I'd be like, well... Why don't I? And then it's like, here's all the milk I can get. It's like, breaking news, a bunch of pharmacists, a bunch of, like legitimately, if I have aliens being like, I wouldn't steal them, but I'd be like, yeah, this is all the milk I can get. I want 10 times, I want the rarest thing you have. And then I'd be like, sell that to the government. Again, it'd be weird. But again, that's a lot of things in the show are really fun and really interesting. And I love it. It sometimes gets a bit weird. Like I said, the weirdest thing in this show is Golden Balls, which out of context doesn't mean anything. But when you put it in context, it's confusing. Like what? So yeah. Okay, So usually I'll sometimes go, okay, this is how I hear about the series. Here's what I did. And the reason why I didn't on this one is because there's a slight spoiler near the beginning. I don't know if it's in the description, but because I'm like, I want to play it safe, and I don't know if it's in counts as spoilers. The whole thing was like, okay, I feel a bit stunted because if I'm correct, the same guy that does this also does Muscle Magic, which is another series. He, I think, writes for both, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I've heard something like that. But the writer was getting a bit of a writer block, the person who wrote this. I was like, okay, why don't we just beep it? Who cares? Just write stuff down and see what we can make out of it. And then, like, the whole story revolves around this guy losing his balls. Again, if you look at me like I'm crazy, I wouldn't say that you are wrong. This is a weird show where that is a main focus. You're also getting like these like beings like because that are getting super powered off this. Like he has powers because of like from another person, and so does she, and it's really interesting because of that. I love it. It's so weird. It's so interesting. I don't know if there's more episodes. It feels like there's more episodes. And sometimes I've done this where it's like, oh yeah, there's more episodes. I'm an idiot. I've checked. It seems like only 12 for season 1. I don't know. Maybe I am an idiot. Anyway, if that's the case, I might like catch up being like season 1, but these 2 episodes and what I thought about those. And do a shorter one. I don't know. I'm still going to do this anyway because I love this. If I have an excuse to talk more about it, yeah, I will use it. I like it. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's weird in that way. But the one thing I have to point out, if you look here, boom, boom, the designs are amazing and so cool. And that's good about it. The designs are amazing. Yeah. Someone's pointing out that I sometimes ramble and sometimes sound like, yeah. Because I'm like, this is... I like talking about shows, but I also don't write a script. Wow, can you tell that I don't write a script of these things? But yeah, it's one of the things that I like to do, because sometimes if someone comes in to comment when I'm doing it live, I can bring it up. And yes, I brought this live thing twice, because I feel like it's interesting to point out that if you want to come and talk to me live, I'll carry on talking about it after the review's over. But again, moving on to this series, I just think it's really good. I like it, I find it entertaining, and I find it enjoyable. So yeah, I would find it interesting. And I am excited for another season. There's a whole thing about it. There's so many theories about there's a thing about one person becoming more powerful. Apparently it cut me off. I'm not gonna put another timestamp. Actually. I'm not gonna put another timestamp. I got cut off because the thing says 10% left because I'm running out of battery of both devices. So I'm gonna upload this and then get my charges in between the 2 streams because I'm doing another stream. Which, if you want to know what I'm reviewing for that one, come to my stream if you want to. I'll be doing a couple of TikToks. You can talk if you want to, and I'll be reviewing Spider-Man Marvels. Anyway, that's all point for this. But yeah, I think this is really enjoyable, really entertaining, and I love this. This series is just one of the things that I think is really unique. Definitely with the writing. Definitely. There's some things that I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like a mannequin that comes to life. Doing one of the medical mannequins, half and half mannequins, flesh on one side, skin on the other. That comes to life. That's hilarious. I think it's really fun and really interesting. And it's one of the shows that I'm like, yes, I want more. Give me more. Please, can I have more? Thank you. So yeah, I 100% recommend for you to watch. It's really enjoyable and really good. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and I hope you watch. It's really fun. So yeah, like I said, this is a weird show, and I recommend. It is a bit weird. So if you aren't into that, it's the other thing that I will be honest. It is a bit weird and a bit kind of confusing. Not in story wise, it is always focused into like what it wants. But it is kind of a show that's a bit weird in that sort of way. So if it's, sometimes if you want a more like sort of like down to earth grounded show, fair. But if you find with a bit of weirdness, watch it. It is absolutely 100% worth to watch. So yeah. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you like the video. I hope you comment. Maybe you can come back and see my live and watch, because it's going to be another review. But I hope you enjoy, and good night. So where do you see the difference between Alien 1 and Alien 2? Because Alien 2 is a lot more like quieter. It's not a bad thing. It's like there's a lot of like silence to it, and a lot of like horror movies where the whole point is there's nothing, which is terrifying as an idea. Oh, yeah, it's on Disney. This is on. Why is this not loading? 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 I know it's a thing. Let's not try and pull my leg, please. What the bonanzas? Everything's dying around me, but let's pretend like we are somewhat actually.
And somehow we win.
Okay. TV series. Sci-fi. Okay. Move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's make sure all of this is all the necessary things. Okay, then put that there. Okay. Yeah. Guess I have to say it, but Jesus, Rabbi. Okay. So I hope you enjoy, and good night. So yeah.